I believe that the Nigerian academic system is actually flawed.
Are you saying that we are wasting our time in the Nigerian university?
Some people are wasting their time.
Can you prove the point?
School is good, yeah, but I believe in being educated on the right.
If life after school must not hit you, you must not just be a student.
I started to think of life after school. I believe from my 300 level, so I did 5 years ago. So makes them a bit frustrated, right? Because we've been taught that you just have to go to school, and after your school, you'll probably get a job and all of that. And you see that these things doesn't work the same way again. It doesn't work. You have to think different in this our own generation. Yeah. So what I just did then was just applying the things I've learned while I was in school, trying to build up something, trying to think of ideas and experiment on. I was do a lot of experimenting. I told myself that what I can do is that I fail and I have a lot of time because I'm in the school. So I know that my parents will probably still send me the money. Yeah. So even if I fail, I can use the money and bounce.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. I'm sorry. Did you come out with first class?
No. You ask what I came out with.
Okay. Do you know?
I came out with second class.
Do you know why I asked that question?
Yeah.
Do you think you would have made a first class with all these stuff we are talking about?
Maybe if I was in another country. I'm serious. Probably if I was in another country.
Really? Because what made me to ask that question is, I know the academic system we practice in Nigeria, where okay, when I was in year one, I think in a semester I was doing about 11 courses or so. Okay, so and it's most times it's kind of difficult combining the whole stuffs, trying to work on your skills and then study and all, write exams and then come out successful. So I'm kind of thinking, if life after school must not hit you, you must not just be a student.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that if you start focusing on life after school while you're in school, probably your academics will suffer.
Probably.
Yes and no. To some people can be able to manage it properly.
Okay.
Right? Some can be able to manage it, and when they are in school, they can actually combine their life after school ideas and all of those stuff, or businesses and all of that kind of stuff. They can combine it with the academics and it works well. Some people cannot do it. Some people just double down on one thing. It's easier for you to focus on one thing. All right. So when you double down on one thing, you progress faster than when your mind is divided. Yeah. If your mind is divided, you tend to lose focus.
Okay. What if you don't have a sponsor in school?
Or if you don't have a sponsor? Many people don't actually have sponsors. Some people sponsor themselves, right? Some people sponsor themselves. You just have to try your best. That is what I can tell you. And I believe that even if maybe your academics gets affected at some point because of you're trying to make money while you're also in school and all of that, I still believe that your grade shouldn't determine your future.
Wow.
Yeah. I believe that you shouldn't judge your future based on an A or a B or a C or an F that you got. I used to feel like people that commit suicide, that wasn't the right thing to do. That wasn't the right thing to do. Right? Your grade shouldn't determine your future. Your grade shouldn't be the thing that make you, I'm not gonna do this thing anymore. I'm gonna end my life. Your grade is just showing whether you actually participated well in a test or a course or something like that, right? But that doesn't mean that if you fail it, you are not smart. Yeah.
Okay. I still feel it's very difficult to separate your emotional life from your results in school.
Yeah, you should.
How easy were you able to do it when you were in school?
At some point, I stopped caring.
Really?
At some point, I stopped caring. Like, I think it was in my year 1, year 2 that I was like, oh my God, I got this score after everything I read, blah, 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 blah. I knew at some point I cried, but I think from 300 level, I stopped caring, honestly.
Really? So you could have an F in your 300 level?
Yes, but I never had an F. I never had an F. Like,
Really? Wow.
I knew that I studied. Like I literally studied. My classmates knew that I studied. Yeah, I did all of those stuff, but I didn't have an F.
Okay, from what you're saying, I feel while you were in school, you were not just studying. You were able to combine some skills
Yeah,
with academics.
yeah,
Do you think it paid you off when you came out?
yes.
Did you not suffer small, like 1 year or?
Okay, suffering small. I won't tell me suffering small, right? I believe there is a phase where you have to learn, a learning phase,
Okay.
right? A learning phase where you just double down on learning. And once that season of learning, you're seeing that this season of learning is almost over. I need to start like making money with this skill I learned. You start pushing on how to make money with this skill I've learned. Right?
Okay.
I won't call it suffering phase. Yeah, I won't call it suffering phase. It's just a period where you have to commit to learning. It's more like seasonal. There's a time for everything. That's what the Bible says. So there's a time to learn. There's also a time to earn from what you've learned. So there's also always that time you have to calm down, study, get mastery on what you are trying to learn. Then after that, you push on how to make money from what you've learned.
When you talk learning, which learning do you mean?
Building your skills, learning new skills, learning all of that. Not really academic learning.
Okay.
Not academic learning, just learning skills of what you need to survive in life. You know, the whole school environment is different from life, real life. So those skills that you need to survive in life, so you have to learn it
Well.
and thrive, not actually to survive. The whole idea of surviving means you're trying to get by every day, or like just striving to thrive.
Because I've always found it obvious that after the academic learning, real learning begins.
Yes.
Because from what you are saying, after the 4 years, 5 years in the university, some 6 years, you still come out and begin to learn something new. Why didn't you start it from the beginning? Why must you have to go to school?
In some cases you can actually like start it from while you're in school. You can start learning some things you need to learn for after school, right? And you can do that while you're in school, and you can also do that while you are done with school.
Wow.
It all depends on you when you want to start learning yours.
I feel it's double stress.
Not entirely. It looks like double stress, but it's not entirely double stress. Let's say some people that are practicing, that are actually like studying to become medical doctors or nurses and all of that, they may not really have that chance to learn some extra things, because what they are doing is more professional and it's more precise. You have to pay attention to it. Except the person is not looking to practice what he or she is learning outside school. He can just be doing other things that is not completely related to medical line, and just be doing something new, because he or she might probably be one of those people that are in the wrong departments. Yeah, so they can just start building their life after school, right? Wow. But people this is what they actually want to do in their life. This is actually what they want to do with their life, and you just have to pay the price to go through all of those processes, do the internship, do everything. Then you can now start looking for a hospital or a place that you can work with and all of those kind of stuff. That is the way I see it.
How would you tell the fresh graduates around maybe listening to us, probably would hear this podcast later?
They have to just take time and study. Don't allow anybody to pressure your life.
Oh.
There are some people that have started to build while they were in school, so they might find it a bit easier. So don't really feel depressed or anything that you're not doing anything with your life. Just spend some time, study, and that might chance happen to them all.
Exactly. I loved what you said. I love what you said. You said, don't feel pressured, because everybody have different destinies. So where you are now, maybe when some other persons might get there, they might get there in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So if I see you rising, I don't even feel bad. Yeah. I might feel challenged, but then I just feel I just need to be doing the right thing, and I just need to stick to my lane. If you check my podcast, some of the videos I make, I always talk about purpose. Yeah. What's your purpose in life? I feel if you know your purpose, you wouldn't be bothered about many things. If you know your purpose, even in the university, you would get your life planned before you come out.
Yeah.
Although it might not be so easy, but you just have to devise your ways, and God directs your path.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I believe that ideas don't really come fully formed.
Exactly.
Ideas don't come fully formed. You might have an idea on something, you think that is how it's gonna be, but the more you keep building on it, you start getting
Clarity.
more clarity on those ideas.
But at least you have a picture of what you want to achieve.
Yes.
So when you begin to take some small steps, you begin to see it become
Yeah.
more visible.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very nice discussion with you. Oh,
That's our questions on this now.
I wish I had this information earlier. Probably when I was still an undergraduate.
Well, no time is late per se. It's when any person wakes up that they can.
Wow. So what do you think I should do now?
I believe you already figured out something.
You think so?
I know so, not I think.
Oh wow.
I
So
know
our
so.
viewers, sorry.
I know so.
You know so. Well, let's assume. Let's not misunderstand ourselves on this stage.
Yes.
Let's assume we figured out our life, but please, we're still moving forward, and we believe the future gets clearer.
Yeah.
I used to hear saying the sky is your limit. I don't believe the sky is my limit. It should be my stepping stone.
This should be the starting point.
So probably I'm just starting. So
Well, everybody's starting.
Everybody's starting. We are going to see ourselves on the global stage one day.
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you so much. It's very nice to have you on this podcast.
We are having our same.
So, what is it again? We're just having a friendly conversation here.
Yeah. These are our talks used to be on a normal.
No worries. All right, take care.